We are live, by the way.
We are live.
Yes, we are live.
All right.
It's good to see everybody in the chat.
We got here in the chat.
Molly, hey.
Molly, thank you so much. Thank you so much for supporting the show.
I'm so glad to be here.
Yeah, writing in the chat, providing engagement. So cool.
So people in the chat, where are you guys from? We are located in Austin, Texas, but we are actually originally from Miami. Been living here 4 years. How about you guys?
I'm in Anaheim. Daniel, where are you?
Joining from Israel.
And you, Daniel?
Israel.
Israel, nice. I have it on my short list of places that I want to go. I want to visit Tel Aviv. And,
You have to.
Yeah, I heard it's a nice scene out there. A good party scene as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. You can assume that it's like a combination of New York and Miami, something like that.
Oh, wow.
Awesome.
Yeah, lots of sun and amazing things to do.
Is it expensive?
In general, Israel is pretty expensive. I guess that it's the combination of New York, Miami, and the pricing of San Francisco. So yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Something like that.
Like usually I guide myself by like beer and cocktails. Like how much is a beer or a cocktail out of like a nice bar?
So beer, I guess it's something like $10 or so.
$10 US?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's Miami prices.
That's on the high side.
I was going to say, that's not Wisconsin.
Yeah, because like the majority of the products we need to import to Israel. It's not that we are like a part of Europe or states that like bringing all those products is pretty cheap, or you're producing them in the States. So yeah.
Yeah, everything's imported, right?
Right. So that's one of the reasoning for the high price that we have in Israel.
You guys do have your own wine, though. You guys have some nice vineyards.
Of course. Great ones even. Absolutely. But you can consider them as expensive as well.
I'm just excited about the hummus tour that I talked to Safrir about at some point. So I'm coming to Israel for a hummus tour.
Oh, near our office, I guess there are like the best restaurants for hummus.
So excited.
What I love about visiting like France or Italy, for example, is how much cheaper the wines are. It's usually like 20 to 25% cheaper, obviously for Italian wines or French.
Yeah.
Much better quality as well than US Cali wines.
Right, that's one of the problems for us and Israelis, because once we're getting to those countries, we consider the price to be really cheap. And then we're like, I'm thinking, oh, it's too much cheap, right? So basically, maybe it's telling us something about the quality of the wine. But it's just the understanding about how much expensive it is to buy anything in Israel. Just about that.
Once you export wine, I think the French especially have a lot of tariffs on the exportation of wine or part of wine, I think. But what do we have here? Liliana?
Oh, I think she's doing the chat also.
Oh, okay. Awesome. All right. So shall we get this show on the road?
Let's do it.
Let's make it happen.
Awesome. Well, as you guys may or may not know, my name's Olman, and I've been with AppSumo starting almost on year 5 now. And I'm the head of business development. So my job is pretty much organizing and helping find these awesome products that are featured on AppSumo.
And I'm Vanessa Yepis. I have been with AppSumo for 2.5 years now. I am the director of operations. So I do people operations and business operations. And the real reason we're here is to have a BeLive talk show with some of our friends over at BeLive. So I will hand it over to Molly and Daniel.
Hooray! So I'm Molly. I'm on the team at BeLive. I also have my own business called The Prepared Performer, which you can see right there. And I love BeLive, so I am so thrilled to be here with you. It has absolutely changed my business and the visibility and the monetization of live videos for my clients as well. I live and breathe this tool, so super stoked to be able to help you to do the same.
Molly, how long have you been with BeLive?
Daniel, how long have I been on BeLive? I don't know, maybe like 3 years. It's been over 2 years, I think, which is kind of crazy. Yeah.
What were you doing before that?
So I still have my same business, The Prepared Performer. I was a musical theater performer to start off with. So when I launched The Prepared Performer, I was helping artists to be able to build a career using their creative talents. And then when I realized I could, instead of teaching performers how to have a business, I could teach business owners how to perform, I went all in on Facebook Live. So I was one of the first users of BeLive with my Camera Confidence program. So I have a program called Camera Confidence, and I ended up hosting a show for BeLive over on their page, and now it's turned into this awesome, I host a show every week for BeLive, and then I also am on the team and just love being a brand ambassador.
Started out as a customer and then ended up, part of the team.
Yeah. It's like super fan into super fan. It's awesome.
And we have Daniel.
Right. Hey, and Daniel, co-founder and CEO of BeLive. Great joining you here. And yeah, I think that Molly was sharing a little bit about the core values of BeLive. All of our brand ambassadors and all of the people that currently working with BeLive were starting to use BeLive at first, and then approach us about guys, what we can do together, how we'll be able to scale that up. And based on that, we started working with those guys, and specifically with Molly. It's so much better to have those kind of collaboration at the start. I mean, to have those people that approaching you after they use the product, after they learn about the abilities, and doing it by themselves. It's not like you're approaching somebody and can you be our brand ambassador? Just start using BeLive and let's see what are the results. So yeah, it was a game changer for us. And Molly, thank you for joining.
Yeah, I love it.
So what were you doing before BeLive?
So previously to BeLive, I was a co-founder of several startups, but I think that I will share a little bit about the startups that we just founded a second before BeLive, and basically that's the pivot that we did for BeLive. So we've been mobile live application previous to BeLive, something like 4 years ago or so. And we were focusing around creating a collaboration between people that are joining the same event at the same time and producing a live show in real time. So we were operating that company for something like 1.5 years. We didn't got a great traction, but then 6 months after or so, Zuckerberg was releasing the live API. So we had a great live platform without a great traction. So we just connected it to Facebook Live. And since then, everything was starting.
Nice. Pretty cool. So, I mean, you pretty much already completed your campaign on AppSumo. We're currently doing a last call where we bring, some of our top 5 tools from the previous quarter back for about 72 hours for all our Plus members. Hit subscribe in the bottom. Could you share a little bit about, your experience with AppSumo? I mean, what was your favorite part? What was your expectation before the campaign and then now after the campaign?
Right. So I think that we didn't consider that the community of AppSumo are so tech savvy. We're considering to find people that are not familiar with BeLive or even with live shows at all. And we're thinking that the first things that we need to share is some knowledge about why you need to go live and what are the reasoning and basically like the knowledge about why. But then we learn that the majority of people familiar with those kind of tools and doing live shows, and basically we're waiting to get that kind of deal. That was like a huge surprise for us because we didn't need to support that, just like supporting the sales, and that was a great thing. On top of that, we learned that AppSumo have a huge community of really talent and engaging people that looking to share their experience. It's something really that's not happening in like in the majority of the communities. It's not something that happen every day that you're watching like guys that after you post something 10 minutes after you're getting 20 30 comments and all the opinion from all over the world, and it's like a magic. So kudos to you guys that you are operating and developing such a great community that in the end of the day supporting great businesses.
Yeah, that's something that I always share with founders and partners that we're bringing on AppSumo. They're always concerned about like having to explain how the product works. I'm like, no, these guys are going to tell you how the product works.
Absolutely. That was the experience.
Yeah, cool. So, I mean, talk to me a little bit more about BeLive. What are the most popular industries? I know before it used to be a lot of gamers that used streaming, but now I see a lot of marketers getting into this space. So with BeLive, what are the most popular industries using your tool?
Right. So if we need to speak again about the majority of our users, so basically it's all around SMBs, small medium businesses. That's mean we're speaking about social experts, marketeers. Artists, creators in general that looking to spread out the word about their businesses to get much more reach, engagement for their own communities. And a lot of the times I'm speaking about BeLive like a phone to your community. You're using BeLive to have those kind of conversations and to get that kind of engagement, because it's no longer like you're posting a video and then one day after we are coming to watch the comments or so. People are looking to engage with you. People are looking to know much more about you, about your business, about your abilities, asking questions in real time and not waiting even like 1 second or so. So live, it's basically answering all those needs. And that's the magic of live. And that's why like people using it, and we can understand why SMBs were like understanding the need and then just hugging that and starting to use it more and more and more.
So let me ask you, I mean, there's a lot of different ways people use video and webinars and that sort of thing. So what would you recommend the live streaming be used for mostly? Because obviously if somebody's hosting product sale webinars, 3-4 times a week, it doesn't make sense to kind of stream everything, right? Because then you're going to kind of maybe bother your Facebook audience too much, right? So I guess you almost have to kind of tailor the content that you are live streaming. So what would you recommend, and what is that line where you kind of, separate live streaming from just kind of like signing up for a webinar?
Right. So first of all, I think that every live show need to start with a clear agenda about what you're looking to speak about, what's your goal, why you're going live, what the reason. Once you define that goal, it will be much more easier to understand what kind of show you need to create right now, and basically what kind of shows you're looking to provide to your audience. So we can, let's speak about the use cases that we are familiar with based on like our users. So if we're talking about live shopping or live shoppers, people that selling live products in real time, so they will do something like one show like that in a week, but they will create another show just for fun with the community, just for engaging with their community, hearing the feedback, having short conversation about things. But anyhow, like I was mentioning at the beginning, every live show should start with a clear goal about what you are looking to achieve here, what is the messaging that you are sharing with the audience, because everybody looking to learn something new. And if you didn't share something new or some knowledge over your show, it will be basically waste of your time and waste of your community time. You will return next week, but your audience won't. That's something that you should consider before going live without a goal and without any agenda.
Yeah, it's very interesting because we have we have a lot of webinars that we host, obviously for products, where people showcase how to use the product and whatnot. I'm sure you've seen them. And usually we get anywhere between like 100 and 250 registrants. But when we host webinars that are like the most recent successful one was our designer, JR. He kind of talked about how to use and monetize and design and kind of use a certain product to kind of like help your agency. And that one had, I think, like 1,500 signups. So, obviously when you're offering value, I feel is where, you're going to have a more successful engagement with your audience rather than just like, hey, let me sell you something.
Yeah. And to piggyback on that, Molly, can you share with us how BeLive has helped your business and what advice you have for entrepreneurs, what their first step should be, really getting into the live world?
Yeah. So you want to make sure that clearly when it comes to video, obviously, you have to show up as a human, right? So there's got to be that first step of showing up. So we talk about the confidence. You've got to work on that piece, make sure that you're showing up and being really you when you show up. And, okay. And, sorry. So really the thing that has worked the best, I think when you're talking about a strategy and you're looking between, it depends on what type of industry you're in. So people who are really in that small business industry, it can be an amazing strategy to use if you go live providing value once a week, and then once a month, you do a big offer, like a webinar using BeLive as well. We call it the 3VO, so it's value, 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 offer. And for us, that system combined with the magic that you can create with BeLive because you can pre-schedule your video, we were able to have one video hit a reach of 1 million organically, which is crazy, I know. And we've been able to, thanks to BeLive, we have been able to collected sales well over $1 million. And last year, officially, we did $1 million in actual sales thanks to BeLive. So what? We just yesterday, so it's like a really big deal. But finally figuring out our numbers from last year. So without BeLive, you can go live on your phone or on your computer, but there's so many things that you can do with BeLive in order to drive more traffic to your videos, to increase engagement, and to create what I like to call a brand ambassador. So the fact that you can easily, without any crazy extra tech, add the frames, add words, call to actions on the bottoms of your videos in the lower third, get people subscribed via Messenger bot because of the platform and the way that you're able to set the BeLive video up. You're able to use it with Messenger bots more effectively. There's just so much that you're able to do because of the magic that BeLive provides. And I will say with the sales, there are actually some people, we have a whole group of clients in our community that do a live sale every single day, which is kind of crazy, but they go live every day in the evening or in the morning when they have when their community is there, and they use this live shopping ability with BeLive that actually can showcase your products. It has all of the information on it right there, how much things cost, how to purchase them, how to claim them. And it's pretty awesome. So it depends on what you're selling and the industry that you're in, but we've seen some amazing case studies.
What's one hack or secret that you could share with our viewers to help them succeed and just as amazing as you've done?
Yeah, so one hack is, on Facebook, there's this whole idea of engagement bait. And so if you say comment below this video, or if you say share this video, that can be something that can lower the reach of your video because Facebook has started listening and picking out those little words. And it's kind of like it demotes your content. Right? So what we've done is to be able, it's still great. Like if you have when you're doing a value-based video, you want to have a free gift of some sort. So like a lead magnet or notes from your show. And instead of saying comment below with a specific word to get the notes, we say things like, give us the word this, or, just say, kind of more like you're having a conversation. So like, just say notes if you want the notes instead of saying comment below. And then for share, instead of saying share this video, look at your brand, look at your kind of, language and copy that you're using to really enforce your brand, and come up with a brand new word for share. So for us, we use the word sprinkle. And by saying sprinkle this amongst your community, I never have to say the word share. Everyone in my community knows the word sprinkle, so they'll come back and say sprinkled. It's become such a thing that today I actually did say the word share because I was trying this new thing with the bot and I forgot about it. And everybody was like, you're saying the word, it's a sprinkle, it's a sprinkle. Everyone was engaging. And with that, another way to be able to get more comments is to do a giveaway on your video. And for every little nugget that you share, allow them to use a word. We use the word nugget. They comment below with the word nugget and then share what it was that they learned. And that way I can pull the nuggets up onto the screen using BeLive and highlight the people who are commenting. And then at the end of the video, I pick one winner who has commented with a nugget throughout the video. And it keeps the comments coming in consistently without you even having to ask for them. So, and we give away, like I give away a selfie light almost every video. So we sell these for $20, but being able to give it away, it's better than a $20 Facebook ad. So
yes.
Awesome.
Viewers, just to recap, they should find their own little synonym or like fun word that represents their brand for comment and for share, right? That would be helpful. All right.
Yeah.
I'm actually whenever I come on these webinars, I always get excited and I get very generous. So at the end of this webinar, I might give one or even maybe two people $50 in AppSumo credits. So stay tuned. I will show you and I will tell you exactly what you had to do to win this.
But should we do it as a nugget giveaway?
Yeah, a little nugget giveaway.
Yes, sprinkle nuggets.
Sprinkle some nuggets below in the chat.
All right. So let's see. Let's go on. What do you think Sumolings should expect from BeLive in 2020, Daniel?
Right. So as our main goal as a company is to provide our users much more engagement that they're getting those days, you can consider that we will roll some features that will help you getting much better engagement. If we're speaking about the past, the kind of features that we were rolling, let's speak about like presenting the comments from the show. That was like the first thing that we did. And basically we're being like the first one that built that kind of feature for creating a real conversation and for showing and highlighting the community members that looking to engage with us. So that was like the first phase, and in 2020 we'll see like the other phases as well. The agenda, we were speaking about the agenda previously, about how much is important for us as a show hosts to create a dedicated agenda for our shows and to be on the right direction and not to forget anything. And first of all, to make sure that the kind of knowledge that we are sharing with our audience is interesting. So we have the feature of agenda in our platform, and in that year we'll enhance it and we'll add like some abilities that will help our users to be even more prepared before they're going live, and of course once they're going live. So I hope it's answering your question.
Thank you. Yeah, it did. Have you seen that some format of agendas work better than others? Is there a certain flow that you've seen has been the most successful for the shows?
So I will share two insights here. First of all, like some of our users using the agenda basically as a teleprompter. That means that they're adding to the agenda various topics that they're looking to share during the live show. And then they're using it as a teleprompter for not forgetting and for reading the text from that. That's the first thing. The second thing, my suggestion here is to add your CTAs to the agenda, because that's something that you don't want to forget. You're looking to drive people to your website, you're looking to ask the people nuggets or to share the show or something like that. You should put it as a part of your agenda and show it on screen. Let's remember that at least 50% of the audience watching the show in Facebook without a sound. That means that if it's not on screen written in big letters, nobody will understand, nobody will hear it, nobody will see that. So don't waste your time. Make sure that the most important content is on screen with big letters.
That's great advice. Thank you. Ola, what are your thoughts on BeLive and the campaign and the team?
No, I mean, I love BeLive team. They're a great group of guys. I actually met them in Kyiv, in Ukraine, in November. I was out there for conference SaaS Nation, and then AppSumo, we pretty much threw a party, invited a bunch of partners, and we had all sorts of partners that are in the Ukraine area, and I was lucky enough to meet most of the team there that day. So it's always nice when you kind of meet with partners face to face.
Thank you, Ola. And Molly, so I think we've been talking a lot about BeLive, but it's time to see it. Would you be so kind to give us a demo?
Yeah, so I've got it ready. I am going to be showing you literally what I used for my show today. So you're going to see some slightly crazy branding, which I think will be fun. So you can see what's possible. So I'm going to pull up, I can screen share, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to screen share. So it's totally browser based. And this is what it looks like before you go live. So down here at the bottom, I just want to highlight that there's two different sides. There's an in-stream side, which is over here on the left, and then there's an staging side, which is over here on the right. So if I push this down, I'm now in the staging, which is, excuse me, why you don't see anything up here. You just see my frame, you see this show up GIF, which I was using today, and then this background. But I'm not actually live. And when it's like this, you can't actually start it because you don't have anything in the stream. So I love that BeLive gives us these little hints like, hello, you got to do this thing, right? I'm going to push this up into the stream. And then there's so many opportunities. So up here is where you'll set the destination. You can go live on YouTube or on Facebook, which is really cool. And you can also do offline recording. So this is an amazing piece that BeLive has added in where you can actually record a video that seems like it's been edited because you're editing it while you're live, basically, by adding in lower thirds, changing out the frame, bringing in images, screen sharing. And without even going live, you can download that video and use it other places, both as an audio file and, is that right, Daniel, as an audio file? Okay, perfect. Just make sure. Okay, sometimes I get ahead of myself. Yeah, so this will allow you to be able to do one of these three options. And you can also, once you go live, you can always download. This is a new feature from this year where you can actually download the file after you're done, which is amazing for repurposing your videos. Let's go to the Facebook option, and here you're able to pre-schedule your video, which I mentioned earlier has been a huge piece of our strategy. So when you click on this little schedule, it is so clear exactly what to do. Your scheduled streams would show up here if you had any streams that were already scheduled. And if you want to add a scheduled stream, you just click this button, and it allows you to pick, the time and all of that. You can set and upload an image to hold the space. You can decide where you're going to go, add your description, all of this. I am one who has 75 million Facebook groups. So this little guy has been a game changer for me because it doesn't pull in all of my Facebook groups, only the most important ones, right? And then once you've created that, you save it and it will show up right here so that you can then go live and click the button when it's time to go live. Another thing that's huge that we've added this year is the ability to change the time. So if you have a video scheduled and your guest tells you they're going to be 30 minutes late, you can actually go back in there and adjust the time, and it will adjust it on Facebook too, which is so cool. This little guy right here, which you see if I scroll over it, if you pin that, it will actually show you the numbers of how many people are watching and how many people are engaging, which is great that you can hide that if you don't want to have to work, if you would prefer not to look at the numbers and just deliver your content because some people get a little freaked out. So I love that. Over here on the right, you'll be able to see the comments that come in while you're live. If you're on a business page or your personal page, you can actually comment right back there, which is really great as well. And then you can take these comments and you can pop them up into the actual screen, which always makes people feel amazing because you're showing them to your community, right? It's really awesome. Over here on the left is where you'll find all the ways to customize your videos. So here you can bring in another camera, which is crazy. So if you wanted, you can actually you can bring in like two of yourself, which I don't know who wants to do that, but if you wanted to do like a TikTok video, you can get really crazy. Well, actually, I'm going to leave this here to show you what happens. This is also a link for a guest, which would be right here. And this is what it would look like if you had a guest on. And then you can change the format. So you can change the way that it shows with a different background. You can make it look super crazy professional. You can bring them down here, switch it around this way. And you can do the same thing with screen sharing. So I do all of my webinars now straight on Facebook Live and screen share my slides right in the webinar. If I want to go into solo mode and only show one of me, I'll just click this little guy down here, and it removes the other thing that I was sharing in the screen, so it's only me that you see on the screen now. Over here, you can also upload. This is crazy. Over here, you can screen share. So if you want to screen share, you can screen share from your desktop. You can screen share your whole desktop, an application, or a Chrome tab. And I love the fact that we can do the Chrome tabs. Seriously helpful if you want to show someone behind the scenes and walk them through some sort of training. And here, you can actually add media. So I'm going to pop that guy off. Check this out. I've actually loaded a pre-roll video in here. I'll show you. Wait. So I've actually loaded this pre-roll video here. And then I can switch it right to me instantly. I clearly wouldn't have all this other stuff over the top of it when I'm doing that. But it's really been awesome to be able to add our pre-roll videos. So like, you see how easy that was for me to just switch back and forth? Crazy amazing. And then you can add in photos and things like that too. So you can add loads of media in here, right here. And then this is the live shopping option, which is crazy amazing. If we show you the live shopping works now, right, Danielle? We have, no live shopping? Okay, JK. So live shopping is going to be available maybe at some point. And then also we have text on the screen. We also have this agenda. So the agenda is really cool, where you can actually take your agenda like Daniel was talking about and map it out. This is an old agenda that I used. And it's so helpful because I can have my main bullet points. And then I can also have, and you can see that it's showing right here below, right? I can have my main bullet points, and then I can also have little notes that will share on the screen as well. Now, some of you may have seen that this looks a little different than the BeLive you might know, and that's because there's actually two different themes. So I'm using the modern theme right now, but if I switch to the classic theme, this may be the original BeLive that you've seen, where the text is displayed in a bigger version on the bottom of the screen. Pretty dang awesome. And this is where you can, change up so much. So you can add a logo, which you could have just like a regular logo. I've actually added a GIF. It's moving, so you can have a GIF logo of some sort, but you can add a regular logo if you want. There's the little BeLive logo, and you just change it out super easily. You can add an overlay. So I'm using kind of a crazy, sparkly frame here, but you can also add, there's these overlays down here, which come right within BeLive. So there's some templates down here that are great that you can add as an overlay. And you can also change out the background. So the background, there's some templates that come here, but I've uploaded some of my own. But here with the background, you can change that out, and it's what shows up behind the actual videos. And then, like I said, with the theme, there's these two different modern and classic theme, which changes the overall look of your video and the way that the text is displayed on the screen. Pretty awesome. And then I love the crawler. So the crawler is something that I set up from the very beginning, and it just goes consistently throughout my video. So this was what I used today. It said comment with show below for access to the show notes and other GIFs. So I have a messenger bot that attaches to my pre-scheduled BeLive video, and then I'm able to bring in subscribers right away, giving them access to other things. And I never have to say the word comment. It's just right there. I can keep my content moving forward without getting too distracted by having to drop that call to action all the time. And then you can just hide it by going, boop, then it pops away. So good. That's like the super quick down and dirty version of this. I love it. Anything I missed, Daniel? I'm trying to go fast.
Thank you so much, Molly. It was wonderful.
Okay. Hooray.
Awesome. That was great. Thank you.
And there's other ways you can change the colors and like lots of different things you can customize, which is really cool.
Awesome. Well, thank you for guys that stuck here till the end. I will be giving away $50 in AppSumo credits to the first two people that go to appsumo.com/BeLive and comment, I love BeLive. So you have to go to the question section, not the reviews, question section, and comment, I love BeLive. And the first two people that comment that get $50 in AppSumo credits.
Oh my gosh, go. Can I win?
I'll give you $50
Have I mentioned how obsessed I am with AppSumo? I don't think I have, but I am. So.
See who the winners are. Do we have any winners?
Meanwhile, I will share that as Molly was presenting, we built BeLive, so you will be able to present your company, your business in the most wonderful way. That means that you will be able to change all the colors on the screen, the text, the graphics overlays, and everything based on your brand colors. Of course, adding your logo and all of that, but the entire live show will have your brand colors. And of course, it's something that's helping you to stand out in the newsfeed and to make sure that your guys are getting brand recognition to your brand. So Yeah.
That's something you can do just right here in this little thing on the bottom. You can actually change the colors of the words that go across the screen or of the background, which is pretty awesome. So if I wanted to change the text color to purple and the background to white, I can do that, and it's going to change the little frame around the video as well, which is pretty awesome. So I hit done, apply, and then it changes the colors of your text, which is pretty awesome. How it works. Ah, there you see. So instantly it's really creating your own branded broadcast, which is pretty cool. I know we had some questions about where to go to comment. There it is. Awesome.
Yeah, so if you go to appsumo.com, BeLive, and then go down to ask a question, and then just comment, I love BeLive, and I will be sending $50 in AppSumo credits to the two winners. Let's see here, it's not loading. All right, well, that was great, guys. I will be sending out the commenters their $50. Congratulations. And anything else from you guys? Thank you so much for working with us. It was a blast. And, best of luck, in the next quarter.
Yeah, I just think if you haven't grabbed this deal, you are legitimately crazy, because it's like the most amazing thing ever. And it's such an awesome way for the rest of your business to be able to, show up and provide value and really let your clients know that, your clients and your community members know who you are and how they can join your movement. Pretty awesome.
I want to thank the entire AppSumo community for supporting us from the very first moment. And of course, to you guys. Modi, thank you so much for joining that show. And of course, we are always there. So if our viewers have any kind of question, we have 24/7 support. Just reach out from our homepage and feel free to ask any questions that you have. We would love
That's such a great point. The support is amazing. So down here on the right-hand side is like your direct access to actual human beings, many of whom I've hugged. They are real humans. They are there ready to support you. We have the best support team in the world. It is amazing. So
a quick funny fact, a lot of the time, because we are answering our users so fast, the first message we're getting from the usage is, am I speaking with a bot or is it human? So yeah, it's only humans, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Awesome. And congrats, Gagan, for winning the $50 in AppSumo credits.
yay.
Hey, guys.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.